Hi, so I go by Honey on all my social media, and I would like to talk about what my experience as a spicy dancer, stripper, whatever you want to call it, exotic dancer, midnight ballerina. I want to talk about what my experience has been like in the past. I guess I've been dancing for about 4 years now, so I will talk about what that's been like for me and all that good stuff. So first, the first thing I want to hop into is what it was like getting started for me. Sorry, my little outfit was wrapped around the cord. Um, but getting started for me was really like it wasn't even related to like wanting to work in the club. Okay, so like for me it was a sport. Like I'm not a hater. Like I know the origins of the dance and like that it was where it came from. So like I didn't think anything bad of it, but I wanted to use something that I found fun to get stronger. And I did. I started in a studio in Greenville, South Carolina. It was a great place. I think it's called the Pole Academy. Love it there. The instructors there are amazing. They're very kind and they'll push you and like they will try to bring out the best in you. Um, which is great. I loved it. I loved it there. I really did. And then one day I decided, I'm gonna try out for a club. And the first club I worked at was in Greenville, and I was really nervous. I was really, really nervous. I got the job right away. And as a baby dancer, it was really scary for me. I had a lot of anxiety. Um, it was like terrifying. It really was. I didn't have any friends in the industry. It was hard for me to like get to know people. I got to know some people, but like not nearly enough. Um, yeah. And then I got pregnant and I took a break. Long little break. After I had my daughter, I ended up going back, I want to say a long time after. It was like a long time. I think I went to the studio. I did work out in the studio. I did pole as a sport to bring my body back to where I wanted it. It took me a long time though, like building up that strength because with my daughter I had preeclampsia and I gained a lot of weight and it was like really hard for me to come back from that. Like it took me a really long time, a lot of effort, a lot of training. And then I ended up having another baby. And I went back to dancing, I want to say a little over half a year after she was born. I think somewhere around there. I think she was like 9 months old. It was a couple days after my birthday. So yeah. So she was a little bit, she was about 8, 9 months old. And I found peace in it. I really did. I found a lot of peace in my work, moving my body, all of those things. Like they were very important to me, and they still are very important to me. I still am in the industry. I love my job. I ended up moving to Myrtle Beach. Love it here. Love my club. My club. I've never felt as safe as I do, or as appreciated by my staff as I do. They really do like take care of me. Like our club is very safe. We have cameras everywhere. Our staff is great. I love them all. They genuinely do take care of us girls, and we don't have house fees, which is really nice. If you're a dancer, you know what I'm talking about. Um, and then yeah, here I am. Been dancing for about 4 years now. Yeah, it's kind of wild to say it out loud. Maybe a little longer than that. I think I'm going in on my 5th year here soon. But yeah, that's kind of how I got started. Yeah, where I'm at. I do have some tips for new dancers. And like some of my biggest ones are kind of hard to hear. Like if you don't have thick skin or you don't think you can develop the thick skin you need and you can't handle rejection, it's not the job for you. Like it really isn't. Like if you cannot handle rejection, like point blank period, it's not the job for you. You're gonna hear no all the time. You're not gonna be everybody's type. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days where you lose money going into work, or days where you make no money going into work, and you're gonna have really, really great days, and you can't let that get to your head, if that makes sense. Like, you may have a good day today, like you could make thousands of dollars today and then make nothing tomorrow. And it all depends on you. It all depends on the customers who's there, stuff like that. And then also another piece of advice I have is, like, during slow season, it only takes one person. Like, it takes one customer to make your day. They could be a high roller, they could be a whale, they could like have all of this money and they really want to spend it on you, but you'd never know if you don't show up. You have to show up. And then some things I would recommend having if you're getting into the industry, and you're like looking to go to your first not interview, audition, I guess, or your first time at a club. I recommend getting your shoes and breaking them in before your first day of work and practicing. Practice. If you don't want to do pole work, that's fine, but practice your floor work, and vice versa. And learn how to get comfortable talking to people in situations that might not be as comfy as you're used to, because you're not always going to be like fully clothed, if that makes sense. And then work on your boundaries, because you have to hold a lot of them. You have to learn how to say no to people, because a lot of people ask for things that you don't want to do, and if you're not good at holding boundaries, then you're going to end up in something you really don't want to be in, if you catch my drift. And then outfits. Make sure you have lots of outfits, or like a couple at least, because one gets dirty or you want to change during the middle of the night, depending on how long you're working. Make sure you have that. And then also make sure, if you're going into dancing and like that's what you're trying to make like your full-time job, make sure you have money like set aside first before you like take that leap and quit your normal job and go into it, because you might not make that much money at first. And then the opposite is also possible. New girl money is a thing. Make sure you're saving money as you can. It's very important to have financial literacy in this industry, because a lot of people will just blow all the money they make because they make big money and then they have nothing. And this isn't a forever job. Always be looking for your exit strategy. Always have a plan. You can't dance, and like, I guess you could dance until you die, but like, it's not practical. It does break your body. It's really hard on your body. Which leads me into another thing. Have Tylenol, ibuprofen on hand. Pole grip if you need it. I love pole grip. I have really sweaty hands and it saves me. Like, I still work on my grip strength without pole grip, but like long nights, it really helps. And be prepared for the bruising. Lots of bruising from the stage floor or the pole, and you're throwing yourself at a piece of metal or at the floor. Also, if you don't handle drama very well or handle other people being catty very well, good luck. There's a lot of drama that happens usually in clubs. I mean, you have that many women that are trying to make money and are competing against each other. It's bound to happen. Also, read up on your club and read up on the like wherever you're working, like read up on the laws, because some clubs allow like only like you have to wear pasties. Some clubs you don't have to wear pasties. Some states you have to be double thumbed. Like, there's a million different things that go into it. So make sure you're doing your research. Make sure you're talking to people. Make sure you're asking around. Make sure that you're prepared. And then in your dancer bag, I always recommend having some kind of wipes, deodorant, perfume, backup stuff like backup outfits, tampons, stuff like that. Tylenol, ibuprofen, Benadryl, like all of these things that are really like just there to support you in case you need them. Band-aids in case you hurt yourself and you bleed. Like, clubs usually will have them, but sometimes they don't. Like, sometimes they run out, so you want to make sure you're prepared. A money bag. A lot of people use purses, or they'll use little Crown Royal bags, whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, and biggest piece of advice is track how much you're making and use that to base when you go into work. Like, if you never make any money on Wednesdays, why are you going to the club on Wednesday? If you know you consistently never make money that day, and it's been months and months of you tracking, like, why are you there? Why waste your time? Use strategy. Sorry, I say a lot. That's my bad. But yeah, I hope this was educational a little bit. and offers you some insight. I'm gonna make more videos like this, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I think is helpful and how I got started in the industry. But yeah,